This is Centerville, Ohio. Beautiful streets, trees as far as the eye can see, small businesses and stores, a fairly close-knit community, less than 25,000 people. You know what you don't see in this town? You know what they don't have? An Elm Street. Until recently, when Wooster, Ohio gave them one. How? By bringing the Nightmare. It's time to review the Nightmare on Elm Street series of the Haunted World of CW. This one ought to be good. So, when last we met the people of the wonderful world of Wooster, Ohio, they'd been going through a few rough spots, Demon Santa, human Skynet, various other things. But they managed to get through that, and we even found out that at one point, Whisper had been downloaded into a pony. Remember how she doesn't believe they're real? Well, even if they weren't, she made them real for that particular moment in time. Funny as hell. Now, of course, during all of that, at one point, the dog statue kind of caused a huge problem with Jesse's hand, and in order to try and fix it, Whisper chopped the thing off. Then after, of course, she went all Skynet and just zapped him, she built a bio-healing tank. And that's what the name should have been. That's what it should have been, Whisper. I'm telling you right now, naming conventions matter. You're going to learn that, trust me. But, she built the tank and put him in and froze him. She even came up with a neat little thing where she gave him a vent for his emanations. Oh, I love that kid. Now, at some point, and I'm guessing this was done off camera or as an in-between because I don't think it was shown. At least not that I saw. I'm going to be going back over it one more time. This will be my fourth viewing to try and figure this out. Apparently, a dream demon got summoned and infected Jimmy, who passed out drunk. And then we ended up with a whole Nightmare on Elm Street saga. Fucking wonderful. And very sadly, and I mean very sadly, this meant that we had to say goodbye to probably one of the most promising characters that has ever appeared on the show. Pam, we will miss you. We really will miss you. You actually gave me a couple of really good laughs. And I was just starting to get to know your character, and then the next thing you know, boom. Basically, you got George R.R. Martin. I think people will understand when I say that. So, eventually, Jimmy tips his hand that he's possessed by a dream demon with all of the anger and the rage, and they end up restraining him and realize what's going on. So now begins the sleep deprivation process. This is blatantly obvious going to happen when you summon a dream demon that can possess people in their sleep. It's a whole Nightmare on Elm Street trope that is well done. Very well done. All over the place anytime something like a Nightmare on Elm Street situation happens in any medium. Video games, TV shows, movies, internet, documentary / reality / found footage horror shows with a bunch of comedy thrown in. Haunted World of CW, definitely no exception. At all. And just like all of those other shows, the sleep deprivation takes its toll and the paranoia sets in. You're possessed. No, you're possessed. No, you're possessed. You're definitely possessed. This happened over here. You are possessed. You are super possessed. You must be possessed by two of them. I've never seen anybody as possessed as you. You get my point. And eventually, you know, Constance, she even starts accusing Max. And wouldn't you know it, finally one of them pans out. Turns out Max is the leader. He is the one who was originally possessed. Don't know when he fell asleep. Don't know how it happened. But sure enough, there he is. Don't know how I feel about that one, honestly. But when he did the heel turn reveal, well done. Well done. Loved it. The fight scene, to me, it felt a bit off, though. It felt like everything was, you know, everybody was really trying not to hurt each other, and that showed more than trying to make it look like you were trying to hurt each other. And I can see it. I can see it. You know, definitely cool. You know, the sound, you know, the added sound effects were wonderfully done, I have to admit. The editing process has always been top-notch with you guys. But that was the one thing that really kind of jerked at my mind. And it almost broke my immersion. And I think everybody by now knows how I feel about that. Ultimately, they subdue Max. They got Jimmy tied up. And that one was wonderful in how it was done because Jimmy got away. And in order to do the exorcism, she told Whisper to go and get a dream catcher from, like, Walmart or wherever, you know, whatever the place is up in Worcester. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't been there. Mean to go. Been meaning to. I will. Just not able to just yet. But, and Whisper, for the first time in her life, is now driving a car, and she's driving with a dream demon-possessed guy, beating on the windshield, trying to get through. And eventually he does, but let's remember that this is Whisper Wilmanson, who has the ability to Jedi your ass 10 feet in the air and then drop you like a stone. Which, I don't know if she did that, but somehow or another, in the next video, she shows up and Jimmy's been subdued. Lovely. So a washed out Windex bottle now has holy water, which somehow Constance has the ability to bless. I mean, we all know that the online correspondence was how Branson got ordained, and we still haven't seen him in a long time. More than likely never will again. He's in hiding, according to the cast, and I'm cool with that. It definitely set up a good change. But somehow she's able to use the holy water. It hurts Max, of course, when he's possessed, and, you know, it's causing him great pain. Dude's trying everything. She's not listening. And exorcism actually goes off without a hitch. Jimmy's cured, and of course Max is cured, and the day is saved. But by far, my favorite moment of all of this, at all, is the return of Jesse. Hell yeah, this dude, he came out in a big way in that episode. Alarms going off, klaxons flashing all over the place. The next thing you know, he come bursting out of it like Wolverine came out of that tank in the Wolverine Origins movie. I mean, just hand back, everything, all cool. It's so awesome. And he reveals that he went to the other side and actually got to speak with Constance's mom. And that he was designated to be her protector. Now, I don't know if that means he was supposed to be Claire's protector as well, and sort of failed in that aspect. If that is what it means, it's kind of a bummer, but at least he has a second chance here, and he has a purpose. And he's definitely sticking around. He's now showing a huge resolve to do exactly what his mission in this world is. And I have to tell you, it was actually rather touching to hear this, and the delivery was just lovely. I honestly thought that this was probably the shining moment of the entire series, to be honest, and what more can I say? I thought this was a wonderful moment, and possibly one of the best moments of the entire season. So with the inevitable wrap-up of the season on its way, I thought I'd go ahead and deliver my thoughts. Actually, a little early. I know in the tweets that I had said that I was going to give one more, but I thought I'd do it now. Basically, what I'm thinking right now is Nightmare on Elm Street, that one's been done. we can put that one in our pocket, say that it was done wonderfully, and move on. And I'm actually pretty happy about that. I believe that, you know, this has been one of the better seasons by far. We've gone full on Skynet, we've had a Demon Santa, we've had Nightmare on Elm Street done. I think really from here, we're starting to kind of run dry on things that we could do as far as this. I could be wrong, obviously, and, you know, there's so many more monsters to work with, but it's fitting the story in properly that comes into play. And I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, but that's not for me to decide. That's for them to decide, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. So to everybody over there, you know, in Worcester, who's been making this wonderful show, please keep it up. Definitely know that you have a ton of fans out there. I am still on the mission for 1 million. You know that. But also, seriously, guys, thank you. Thank you for giving us something really entertaining. I will say that the arguments coming slightly shorter, and I mean slightly, is actually kind of welcome, but I would still probably drop them down a little bit. And really, you guys have been kind of addressing that in show with the whole, you know, maybe we should, you know, maybe we shouldn't be doing this, maybe we should actually do this and stop talking about it. I saw that really in the Exorcism episode. Really well done. But as for, you know, the arguments and, you know, the back and forth, I feel that some of it kind of acts as a filler and it's a little obvious. You guys are really working on that, and thank you for it. You know, you're really working to improve, and that's one of the reasons I keep telling everybody that they need to go out there onto YouTube and watch you guys. Seriously. So, let me know what you got. Let me know, everybody who's been watching this, let me know what you were thinking also in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, definitely sub to this channel. You need to go over there and sub. I'm going to link for them in the description. For all their videos, you go to their channel. Seriously, watch everything. You will know everything that I'm talking about and then some. Until next time, this is your Paladin saying, stay righteous.